Good morning.
Good morning. It's a beautiful morning here in Cerro Gordo. Came in kind of late last night, so we didn't get to see how really awesome it really is. I mean, look at that view of the Owens Valley below. It's like a framed view.
Cerro Gordo had 2,100 people, 200 buildings, 7 saloons, 3 brothels, and the Chinatown just due north of us on a shelf road. All rock houses that they built. The main mine's above that tailing pile, 1,175 foot straight down with 7 horizontal levels. 37 miles of mine over here. Wow. Mining's got a terminology, old at 30 and dead at 40. If you were drilling into hard rock, you got silicosis. If you're drilling into coal, you got black lung. If you hurt yourself bad, you probably got gangrene, and if you were melting the ore, you got lead poisoning. Mining is something not to get into. That's a lead sulfide galena silver ore. It's running 60% lead on average and up to 1% silver. But they found a chunk of this as big as that hotel, and for 5 years they cast it into 50-pound ingots.
So we have a drop dead spot at 5 o'clock tonight, somewhere very far from here, and we still want to see some cool shit over here this morning. So we'll leave here about 8:30, ready to go.
So, how is it? It's nice to be back in Moby.
Man, it's great to be back in Moby, having our Air Force gauge and all our gauges working right now. We even have our Prindle back.
Go ahead, Randy.
We have all 8 cylinders back. Our fan sounds like it's working. I swear I thought we checked every fuse, but apparently we missed one, the important one. So it's nice that we're actually running again on our own power. Look over here across the way into the Sierra Nevadas, the tallest peak, and the lower 48 is right there. That'd be Mount Whitney.
Which peak is it, Eddie?
If you see, if you look, there's like a sawtooth ridge, the one on the right. The tallest peak onto the far right of that little sawtooth ridge.
I'll see that, thank you.
I think it's like 14,200 and something. Seems like it's still not working. Something's definitely not right. Yeah, it's popped. That should fix it for now. I'll have to start putting in 20s after this. I got it running reading it. It was definitely a pop fuse, but it seems like I'm still in limp mode. I'm gonna try to cycle the key again.
Okay.
Very frustrating. I can't believe we're still having problems, but we're on this kind of a shelf road that's steep, and I think we just need to keep on pushing forward until we can get to a point where we can look at this a little easier. Hopefully I have enough power to make it. Basically running on 4 cylinders, pushing this big heavy pig. Something grounding out?
Could be.
Or overloading?
25.
Want to go 25? I'm sure that'll do it, but why is it popping, right? Is it grounding out?
Oh shit, sorry. Man.
It shouldn't be popping.
No.
Yeah, okay, it's cleared. That should be the most of our big climb. I think we should just go. The bigger fuse should hold it, hopefully. And if it doesn't, then I'm shit out of luck.
Yeah.
Thanks for the fuse. I couldn't get a code, but I cleared whatever's there. It seems like it's running good now. I have a Prindle again.
It might just be the amperage of the new fan. Draw it.
Too much, right? Yeah.
Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. Still seems like I'm missing a
Guys are
little bit.
going.
Oh, yeah. Just lost it again. Yeah, so it looks like the fuse must have popped again already. I'm moving, but I'm missing. Shit.
Where are we, dude? Is the fan running? Can you hear the fan running?
I'm gonna stop a second just to listen.
Go ahead, Ruby, kid.
Yeah, the fan's still running, so I think most of the big climb is behind us. We can keep on going, and maybe if we could get to the Salt Trams, then I could give it a harder look there.
Cool, just keep moving. As long as the fan's working.
10-4. So what you're looking at right here are the salt trams that connect the Saline Valley down to the town of Swansea down in the Owens Valley. This was erected in 1913 and operated a little over 25 years. Now the whole purpose of this was the fact that back in the early 1900s, salt was still a precious commodity as it was used to preserve foods. So these people, they established this to basically make their mining money off of salt.
Super cool. It's absolutely amazing that they built it so long ago with no roads and
It's a heck of a view.
All right, so you got a fan popping.
Yeah. I don't know. The fan was still running. That was the
Okay,
weird
that's
thing. Otherwise, it wouldn't have kept going.
Now you have it, but do we know what that fuse is popping does?
I'm not sure. Replacing the fuse clears everything. It starts running. I can get it started, but as soon as I get on the throttle, it wants to pop.
I just wonder, do we know what it is?
No. Yeah, see, it's already blown. This is 25. So it totally sucks. We spent some time over at the Salt Tram to kind of diagnose things and try a few different things. Bubba made a few phone calls. I tried texting Robbie. Looks like something's going on that's above and beyond everyone else's pay grade because we're using a setup that seems to be a little bit on the outdated side of things. Disconnected the aero force gauge, thinking that might be shorting things out. That doesn't seem to be the case because I have it disconnected and we're still popping fuses. So rolling around on lit mode. If we can make it down to the bottom, I guess we'll have to try to figure out things there. Well, we're back on pavement, but not under the best of circumstances. Kind of frustrating that no matter what I seem to do or anybody else seems to do, we can't get this problem fixed. Last time we popped in a new fuse, everything seemed to be running okay, but I swear the second we had to get on the throttle, it would pop it, we'd go back into limp mode. So Lone Pine is very close, it's right up ahead, so we left the rest of the group knowing that we'd be a little bit slower driving in limp mode. Hopefully we can figure out something there or pop this thing back on the trailer. If I can find my wrench.
Is this it? The elusive 10 millimeter.
The elusive 10 millimeter, always 10, right?
Always 10. In all shapes and sizes.
This is exactly.
Alright, so let's go ahead and put your...
So there's a very good chance that Bubba here, talking to Robbie, has got this thing figured out. Turns out we still had a ghost wire, a wire left over from previous tune, possibly causing us grief, specifically in regards to the FN. Something we don't really need, something we didn't have in the past. So Bubba got super lucky. First wire he cut seemed to do the trick. All we need to do is clean things up, take it for a test drive. Hopefully we're good. Right? Hopefully we're good?
Hopefully we're good.
I knew we needed people from Texas out here to help us out.
Okay.
All right, maiden voyage after the fix, or actually after the cut. After severing that line, we're gonna see if that makes any difference here. I'm gonna push it a little bit. So far so good. I still have a check engine light, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm gonna go into town, get some gas just in case everything's golden. And if you hear the fan, excellent. So all right. I'll be right back. Kind of a bummer we don't have our AC. It's about 100 degrees out now. And we're driving through the Mojave Desert. It's only going to get hotter. But at least we are running in our own power and we are with the group, so I suppose all is good. Might as well be in like Midland, Texas, but we're actually in Bakersfield. We just came out of the Sierra Nevada mountains and dropped into this beautiful area known as the San Joaquin Valley. It's hot, it's humid, and even everybody from Texas is saying that it feels like we're in Texas. Not look like a face, like signature piece of Central California. These golden hills with oak trees all over the place. Feels like wine country is coming closer and closer. Into the dust we go. As luck would have it, we are at the Pozo Saloon here close to San Luis Obispo. This is our favorite saloon in the area, if only because it is located on the original Butterfield Overland stage route that was established in, I believe it was 1858, somewhere in that neighborhood. So this is a historic saloon, watering hole for everybody else, and fortunately they opened up for us even though they're not normally opened on a Thursday. So let's go inside and grab a drink. Pozo Martini, because when in Pozo, you drink like the Pozos. So the first time we had a Pozo Martini, it was my understanding that it was a Stella with green olives, but apparently it's any beer with green olives, and it's actually surprisingly good, refreshing. That was actually a really nice stop after a long day. We did a lot of road miles, and let's face it, every JKX or JLX or any of these events that Nitto puts on has at least one or maybe two road days, and so As far as road days go, it was hot. It was tough at times, if only because it was hot. But making this stop at the Pozzo Saloon and having a Pozzo martini and some of their awesome nachos with good friends, man, it was a good day. It was a good day indeed.
It's very green in here.
Man, it's crazy green. Super humid. It's like raining because of the fog. Talk about a change from where we just came from. Sleep well?
Good morning. Yes,
You guys do
I
anything
slept
last
well.
night?
Slept.
Slept?
Yeah, come on. It was a long day of driving.
Yes.
So
What was the hardest part about it?
the hardest part was keep straightening my leg out. It was like this when I got out the Jeep.
Great way to end out of the desert into the coast. So it was-
Talk about change, right?
Yeah.
Like from
as you came over, the temperature just went just down to 68, and I was like, "Whoa!" There's a 35-degree difference right there.
Now it's time to get something to eat. My favorite part of the trip.
the bed was what? It
Felt like a big, huge cloud. It's wonderful.
a huge contrast from yesterday's rocks
Right.
And dust.
And
and
dust.
dust and the heat.
Indeed. That long hair is really fitting you well.
I'll be cutting it off tomorrow.
Oh, it looks good.
You just need to put it in a ponytail.
Well, it just hadn't got there yet, you know. But it will.
Go. We're going to get this driver's meeting going. What day are we in?
I don't even know.
Friday it is. Okay, day 6. Today we're going to be doing some sightseeing stuff. We're going to go to Hearst Castle. It's right up the road. So nice relaxing morning. And then we have lunch lined up for us. And after that we have some off-roading to do in the evening. That's it. Ready to leave at 8:30. We'll get going. We're going to be going north right now on the highway. I'm going to be in Eddie and City's rig in the front.
By all means, take the keys. No, seriously. Mel's taking the keys. Why are you building the keys so tall, man?
They all take the same shape because that's the shape that works. Okay guys, we're making a right into Hearst Castle. We're right in Hearst Castle. Lisa and Shannon already have all the tickets. Our tour is at $8.50.
Back in the early 1900s, there was a guy named William Randolph Hearst, publisher. He was a huge guy, had lots of money. He decided that he wanted to build this mansion on top of the hill in this area in the Central Coast. Of course, he didn't want to be down in the fog, so he built it above the fog, and it's this beautiful, beautiful home that looks like a castle, designed by Julia Morgan, an architect of the time, which was kind of interesting because she was a woman architect in the early 1900s. Anyway, it's become a fixture of California. Beautiful place to check out. Awesome. Yeah, thank
It was the Irish playwright George Bernard Shaw once commented
something to the effect of he thought this place was the way God would build heaven if God would have the money. I kind of like that.
And as we would come to find out, no cameras were allowed beyond this point, or at least not without written permission. And unfortunately, that wasn't something that we had. But if you're ever in the area, I would highly recommend that you take a tour of the Hearst Castle because it is truly an amazing place.
Thank you. Oh, pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much.
I'm delighted.
It's the best tour I've had here yet.
Well, that's good to have you here. Then come again. Keep coming.
That was great. So being that we're so close to San Luis Obispo, Dave Schlossberg, Poly Performance Synergy, thought it would be a good idea to check out his place. And as you can see, they've got this new construction going on. And this is where we're gonna have some lunch today.
Hey, no problem. Thank you
awesome.
guys for coming. Appreciate it. We got lunch provided. You know, we got some barbecue aficionados. I kind of wanted to show them some of what stuff that we have around here. This is all from Moe's Barbecue here in San Luis. This is going to be the future home of Poly Performance, which is the retail arm of our business. We got Poly Performance and Synergy Manufacturing, and that'll kind of be up in the front, and that'll allow us to kind of take Synergy Manufacturing to take over the rest of this other warehouse that we have over here, and I'm sure we'll be showing some more video of that here in just a little bit after we have some lunch.
Sweet.
I think we got enough. We'll
Awesome.
see what happens here.
Thank you, Dave.
All right.
Thank you, Dave.
So right here where you're in, this is the engineering R&D area for Synergy. This is where we're creating and inventing and making Jeep parts. So we'll go ahead and kind of walk around here a little bit. We do a lot of sheet metal and tubular weldments. It's kind of like our specialty. That's what we do a lot of to make the parts. So like I said, a lot of sheet metal fab type parts, but also a lot of tubular weldments like this piece right here. So we'll get material in like this, we'll set it up on the bandsaw, cut a bunch of bars, then we'll bend them, then we'll fish mouth them, then they'll get set up in the fixture to get tacked up, and then once this, they'll head over to the welding positioner and get fully burned up. Part number 8055, this is our front Jeep JK track bar relocation bracket right here. So after the parts get welded, you'll notice like some, weld splatter along the weld here. So what Lester's doing is he's going through the finished weld pile and just basically deburring stuff before it goes out to paint. So like I said, I'm pretty particular on the stuff that we make here. We try to make really, really nice stuff and take the extra time and take the extra steps to make sure that the parts not only are, designed well, but the manufacturing and, and assembly of the parts is good. So after the weld op, we deburr every single weldment that we process through. All right, so what you're standing in right now, this is the new showroom for Poly Performance. Hopefully we're done in by the end of December, really is what we're shooting for, but we'll have a parts counter, enough space to have a kind of a vehicle in the showroom, and enough space to have parts on the walls and stuff like that.
Beautiful place, man. So proud of you. It's badass. That's cool. Absolutely awesome. So Dave provided lunch for us. got a tour of the spot. Beautiful place out here. All American made parts. Awesome. It's hard to do. Okay, we're gonna be heading over to the Oceano Sand Dunes. So we'll spend the afternoon on the beach, sand dunes. That's where all you V8 guys, you should be able to excel, okay?
Having started out in Reno, or Carson City, our hometown, which is basically the desert and far up north, I'm actually kind of surprised that our last destination, our wheeling destination, would have been clear down in Pismo Beach in Southern California, or close to Southern California, I guess Central California really, but to play on the sand dunes right on the ocean. So it's pretty badass, so that's why we got all these flags waving on all our Jeeps, and I think we're gonna have some fun, especially the guys with the V8s.
tell by going by, watching somebody else. It's much better and improved, but I'm gonna take a ride anyhow.
Something is not attached properly at the moment.
It's absolutely amazing how much difference there is between this and mine. Supposedly the same thing, but they're not. So I've got told Mel.
Last ride, we'll go going.
You made me have to spend money. Thank you, Mel. I just can't believe that thing is that smooth. Gotta do it.
That was epic. I think you broke something.
Broke bad. Hey.
You have no idea how high you got, man.
I have a pretty good idea. No airbags? That's good.
Then you didn't go that high.
Sweet. I think I just broke the sector shaft.
Oh!
And a transmission cooler line.
I could smell the transmission. That was awesome. Your sector shaft looks okay. Something else must be wrong.
Dude, wiggle the wheel again? Yeah, it's real loose.
Yeah. I think you just need to tighten up the bolt. That's probably what you're feeling.
In your cooler line. Alright. I just need a number 8 AM fitting.
So it looks like he pinched a cooler line. He needs to replace that. Track bar looks a little loose too, but considering how high he sent this Jeep, I'm amazed. That's all the damage he's got.
Yeah, never keep it the same. So you know you're fucked. You're gonna cheat. You're giving it the gas in the air.
That's always really cool about wheeling down here in Pismo Beach. Not only do you get to play in the dunes, you get to park your vehicles right next to the Pacific Ocean and enjoy this beautiful scenery. It is an epic way to end the JK-Experience. Thank you, Mel. Thank you for planning this and thank you for inviting us. Thank you, guys. Cheers, you guys.
My name's Tony Payne.
And I'm Jacob Payne.
And we're from Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Bubba Bryan from New Braunfels, Texas, owner of Exodus Jeeps.
Jake Dillard, College Station, Texas.
My name's Colton, I'm from South Carolina.
I'm Chris, and I'm from South Carolina.
I'm Casey Curry from Corona, California.
Kyle Chandler from Oceanside, California.
JJ Kaiser from Allen, Texas.
And Benito from Big Spring, Texas.
So I'm Austin, this is my dad, Tom. We are from Chicago, Illinois.
We're Tom and Kim Allen. We're out of Azle, Texas, and we own PSC Steering.
I'm Sergio, this is Austin from Chicago, Illinois.
Randy and Terry Byers, and we are from Euless, Texas, which is halfway between Dallas and Fort Worth, right on the western edge of DFW Airport.
Awesome. Terry, you can say hi.
Hello.
Hey, she said so.
Jason Hamilton, York, Pennsylvania, owner of Rubicat now.
I'm Kevin Geiler. I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
I'm Melvin Wade. I'm from Long Beach, California.
Dave Schlossberg from Synergy Manufacturing and Polyperformance in San Luis Obispo, California.
Dustin Boyack with Synergy Manufacturing, also known as the Silver Fox.
I'm Dave Ullman. This is Brian Ullman, my son, and we're from Colorado.
I'm Harley Wade. I'm from Long Beach. I'm Mel Wade's daughter.
Shannon Welch from Los Angeles, California.
I'm Louis Gurney. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm helping out on crew on JKX.
My name is Harris Wells, also known as PPG, and I'm from sunny California, up in Antelope Valley.
I'm Lisa's husband.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Mel.
We're from Off-Road Evolution Evo Manufacturing.
Yeah.
One more question.
Yeah.
Is this the last JKX?
No. So everybody's been asking me, last one. No, it's not going to be the last JKX. I'm going to do one next year. It's going to be more of the hardcore side, so I don't want to hear whining about dust. Don't want to hear whining about rocks. Don't want to hear whining about what other stuff I get whining about. AC. No AC. My V8 took a shit. Blah, 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 blah. All that stuff, not happening. Next time, JKX will be a hardcore one. It's our 10th anniversary of it. It was hardcore, a bunch of about 10 vehicles. Be a select 10. Some camping. We're going to retrace the routes we did original the first time. As far as JKX goes, there'll still be another year for it.